It's funny because this is like take two. The first one I couldn't get it out right. But what's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds No Filter, the next wave edition. So the next wave is new artists that might have a little buzz, might not have a little buzz, but you never heard of them before, and I'm giving them a platform to be heard. So introduce yourself to the people.
Peace and blessings to all out there, everybody out there in TV land, whatever. My name is FLM. I'm
And
from Bushwick, New York,
and
Bushwick, Brooklyn.
FLM. What does FLM stand for? Gotta be because I
Um,
see behind you is periods in between each letter.
yeah, that's basically the CD cover, my new
Okay.
project. But FLM, it stands for it's a few meanings. One meaning is fully loaded mat.
Mm-hmm.
Another meaning is forever lighting marijuana. So I kind of switch it up to give different perspectives of how I am.
So forever light and marijuana, like
Yeah.
do they don't call it marijuana no more, right? That's like a that's
They call it bud, um, rapper weed, chronic. The new names. It's different. Different textures, whatever you want to call it, strands.
So are you a strain guy or like do you like the down home back, the good old
I like to sample a little bit of everything. I don't have like a exact preference. I sample everything.
so you don't mess with that. For all of answer this for me. Weed ain't
Mhm.
$5 no more, right?
Definitely not.
There's no more nickel bags.
I wouldn't say so. I would say everything is 10 and better, 10 and up.
Damn.
In the different hoods, you might got, some people still doing that.
Damn.
But
So
for grade A top stuff, it gotta be like 20 and better.
damn. And do you get a lot out of it or is it like you gonna get a nice
Nah, that right there is basically personal. That's like a personal style. You not,
damn. I never smoked, so I'm oblivious to all this stuff. I don't know nothing about it. So what where you from?
I'm from Bushwick. I'm from Bushwick, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Specifically, Barinkin Plaza Projects. That's out there by Bushwick Ave.
Okay.
We ain't too far from right across the street from Bushwick Projects.
Got you. Well, I'm happy because I'm a very Brooklyn bias and Brooklyn based. So anybody from
Okay,
Brooklyn
okay.
automatically gets love from me. So what do you do being an MC, right? And coming from Brooklyn, do you feel pressure?
You feel a little pressure, but I would say really not so much because hip hop it done went global now, so it's like you basically got to just represent yourself, and it's like it's not so much of just stuck in the vicinity of just New York. So it's you just got to be true to yourself and do what you do.
Reason why I asked you that because the greatest MCs ever come from Brooklyn, right? So
Yeah, I would
okay,
definitely agree to
so
that. They definitely get the stamp on that.
that's the pressure, right? Because the pressure. So we say Big Daddy Kane, Biggie, Jay Z, Az, Fabulous, Source Money.
Mm.
Should I keep going? Jazzo.
Um, yeah.
Did I say Fab? Did I say Fab?
You said five. You
I
said
said
five.
Fab, but it's more than that. But half a mil too. You can't forget half a mil.
Yeah, may rest in peace.
Yeah. So following that up, Sean Price. Oh,
Oh,
Sean.
definitely. Oh, definitely.
So
That's
do
that's a that's a that's for Browns representative right there. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So do you like following that up? Sometimes do you be like, damn, I got to be on my pen hard because we talking about spitters right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who influenced you to do what you're doing?
Um, I'm more of the old school, so I would definitely go back to Kane. Um, Definitely Rock Kim. KRS, Chuck D. Dudes from that time frame.
Kane is the goat. So
Yeah, dudes from
that's
that time frame.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm I'm
yeah.
more I'm more cut from that era.
So when we think about eras in music, what do you think about this era of music?
This era is I mean sad to say this more of like I would say like a copycat era.
Hmm.
Meaning like people just jump on different waves and kind of like almost like try to copy what's going on instead of just coming out and standing on your own.
So do you think sometimes that they be just trying to say we just a little older and we don't understand? That's why we were mad. Like, what do you think when they say that?
I wouldn't say that because you know, you got people got they got the saying with the old heads and this and that, but they kind of wish they hopefully get to be where we at. So with that, I don't really pay too much attention to that. That's just really, you know, that's just really chitter chat. I don't really feed into that too much myself.
Well, what I like to tell them is that I've been your age, you never been mine. So good luck with being my age. Hopefully you get to see my age. Hopefully you get to reach my age. So what are you listening to now? What do you so you stay in that 90s, 80s bag, or you don't listen to nothing new? What are you listening to?
I still listen to some of the new wave, like I'm trying to think of some artists, like RG Payne. I'm definitely feeling him.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see, call a couple of the new other dudes that's kind of got my ear. I was gonna say Papoose, but you know he's not really new.
Mm-hmm.
He been you know he got his stamp of approval. He's been doing this thing for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
But for as far as new dudes, I would just say I'm real heavy on RJ Payne right now, me myself.
Got you, got you. I'm not mad at that. RJ Payne is definitely dope. So how many projects have you put out?
Well, right now this is my first solo project,
Oh, so you're
which is
from a group.
called which is called the First Coming Pandemic 2021.
Mm-hmm.
But also I'm in a group called Ghetto Mentality, but we
Mm-hmm.
still go by the name Ghetto Men. And
Mm-hmm.
we put out two independent albums. We put out one that's called In It for Life, and then we put out another one called 13 One Hit Wonders.
Mm.
So all of them you could Google Ghetto Mentality, put in that, and go to like we on all the streaming platforms, you know, Spotify, you know, Apple Music, things like that. So yeah, so this is my first solo project though, as
What's
a solo
what's the
artist.
difference between creating as a soloist opposed to being in a group?
The only difference really is you really get to really move like on your own time basically.
Mm-hmm.
Because like when you in a group, like the hardest part of being a group, you know, everybody got to move as one. So meaning like let's say like we have a meeting at 2 o'clock, you know, we maybe got to get up like, you know, depending where we got to go, maybe like 12, get everybody together, or you know, you meet, you Zoom, we get together, boom, boom. So when you solo, it's kind of a little easier to maneuver. I would just say that.
I don't do
But
meetings. I don't have meetings. Fuck meetings. Listen, everybody know me. If I mean,
uh,
we can meet on the phone. We might even be able to do a Zoom. But
oh, but
anyway,
that's you know that's still the new age stuff. You
yeah,
know,
because
everything
dudes be like, yo, come to the
it's
office. 'Cause I
digital.
got an
Yeah,
office. Be like, yo, come. No, no, no. I don't do meetings. I do not want to sit in nobody's face and talk about some shit we could have talked about on the phone. I
yeah.
just don't want to do it. It's gas money. It's just don't want to do it. So, this is your why is it time for you to be and do a solo project?
Basically, it just came to the point where, you know, like I always had like just my own ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more or less just saying, you know, and once again, we all still run together. But it
Mm-hmm.
was just basically me, let me just get my own stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
So this way I could bring people into my world a little more close.
It's personal,
Because you
more
know,
personal.
because once again, like I said, we're in a group, it's like a collective. So it's like, you know, you still got to be mindful of everybody putting their own pieces to it,
Mm-hmm.
and still come together like, you know, like meshing. You know, you always got to mesh well, and make sure everybody get their due say.
Production. What is your style? What do you like? What type of beats do you like?
I'm still still heavy like on the boom bap, but
Mm-hmm.
I still like melodic stuff like I'm still real deep into like R&B and stuff like you know with the bands and you know the horns and you know everything a little more, you know, a little more intricate, meaning like a little more melodic. Like, you know
You
what I
don't want
mean?
that shit that sound like the '90s, like a nigga was in the basement for 2 months making beats. You want it to,
Yeah, yeah,
you
'cause
want that Pete Rock Tribe sounding shit, basically.
yeah, stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because like I feel like when it sound more like a band,
Mm-hmm.
it's more musical, and you know you could do more with it, and then plus it helps you broaden your fan base. You know what I mean?
So where are you getting that sound from? Because I don't know too many people providing that sound. You got in-house producers?
Yes.
Okay.
One of my in-house producers is Smiz the Money Kid.
Okay.
Another producer, his name is Madman,
Mm-hmm.
and another producer we have is called he go by the name of Life. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So right now, most of it is in-house.
So how many songs do you have on your project?
This project got 7 songs.
7. So
Yeah.
what is that? So that's not an EP?
It's just an EP. Yeah, it's an
Cause
EP.
okay, I'm about to say you on some Kanye shit because they was doing 7-song albums. I'm like, how the fuck is that an album? I think it
Oh
has.
nah.
You remember Nas 7 songs? Pusha T had 7 songs, and remember Kanye had 7 songs on their project. And I think,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah,
I wasn't even tuned into that. I didn't even realize that
yeah,
part.
they had 7-song projects. So it's an EP. So do you record a bunch of songs and then narrow down what you want? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, like normally, yeah, I record like I wouldn't say it's like a set number, but let's say with this one, I probably like did maybe 12, 14 or somewhere around
Mm,
there.
mm,
And see with me, I'm real like technical, so I like the like and technical and spiritual. So you know, 7, you know, that's the power number. So that's why on my first solo one, that's why I just did just 7. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a power number. So that's why this I just stuck with the 7. And then with this too, like um I wanted to like give it like the authentic hip hop sound, meaning like not no interludes. Like so it was just 7 straight songs. Being that this is my first project because I'm still trying to expand the culture, but still stick with it to a certain degree. You know what I mean?
So what do you do with the other songs that you didn't use for the
Oh,
project?
I just keep those in the stash. Just
Okay.
keep those in the stash.
So how long you been recording music?
The recording, if you want to take it back to that, once again, I'm a little older, so
Mm-hmm.
if you want to take it back to that, I've been recording. I want to say like since like I probably had my first song since like '88. Like I've been in and
88.
out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I've been like in and out the industry. So
Holy
it's like
smoke! So you go back to
yeah.
2 inch.
Now when I say that, meaning like it wasn't like on a broad scale. It was something like you know recorded. That's back when you know we're still doing the tapes and stuff like that.
But you
So I mean
that's what I'm
like I said
saying. You
like
go
I'm an
back to
older
two
dude. Like
inch.
I'm in my 40s, so you know.
But 88 though, I'm in my 40s too. But 88, I wasn't
Yeah.
recording no 88. So you go back to two
Yeah, I
inch.
mean, because you gotta remember, I'm also a fan of this before I became an artist.
Got you.
So meaning like so meaning like I go back to the time when we would just play somebody beat like the B sides, like the first song I recorded to was Salute to Ice T. He
Oh,
had
so
a
you
song
mean you
called
was doing the crib demo tape thing? Oh,
yeah.
okay. No. When's the first time you went into the studio? That's what I mean.
Oh, the actual studio
Yes.
that was around. Now that aspect of it, I would say that still was like in the 90s.
So
Yeah.
so you go
Cause
back to 2 inch.
yeah, the 456 Ampex. Yeah, yeah.
Remember when you had to format the reel and it took like an hour of your studio time to format the reel?
Yeah,
That used
yeah.
to piss me off. Cause
So
they
that's
would.
what I mean. Like I'm like I still record myself like I'm a new artist, but I still record myself like an
Got you.
elderman because
Got you.
you know I go back to the rails when they went to then they had the ADATs.
DA
Then you know
88s.
they had the DATs, then the
No, the
ADATs.
DATs you never could record on. It was the ADATs and the DA 88s. The DAT was that's what you dumped to.
Oh yeah, for the you right for
You
the
dumped.
shows and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
you
the
dumped
shows.
to
Yeah,
the
you
DAT.
right.
But it was
Yeah,
DA
yeah,
88s and ADATs. You're absolutely right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
and then they just had it to where you could record right in the board after a while. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
which was just weird as hell to me. Technology. So what are you using now to record?
Now we just right now I just use the what is I think it's the MIDI.
No, I'm talking about Pro Tools. What are you on, Pro Tools or?
Yeah,
Well,
because
you might not have no
yeah.
clue because you just go in there and record, right? That's up to the engineer.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
not the engineer.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but yeah.
Okay, okay. So, punching in.
Mhm.
I hate when artists punch in. What you think about punching in? First of all, let's define what punching is. Punching in is when a person is rapping and they mess up, and then they say "punch me in," and they go back to the beginning before they messed up and start rapping.
Mhm.
I hate punch. I hate when artists punch in. What you think about punching in?
Once again, that still goes to a person preference. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I might punch in. So it all depends, you know, because it still revolves around memorization, but you know, sometimes you punch in because sometimes, you know, you got to realize too, a lot of times some studios not cheap. So sometimes you might be pressed for time. So, you know, if you're a little pressed for time, you don't got that big money to spend that budget, you know, you gotta be like, okay,
You know,
punch in,
did
you
you
know.
know
So
every artist I ever recorded, I don't allow you to punch in.
oh, okay. So
Do
then
it, do
you
it from
gotta
the top.
memorize it straight.
Do it from the top. Just do it from the top because it's just the fluidity. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
can hear the punch, sometimes you can't, but I think because I know the punch happened, it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes your tone might change. Nah, the
Mm-hmm.
fluidity. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell people if you get to a part where you're running out of breath, just pull. And don't say nothing, and we'll come back in on the double and fill it in. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but yeah, because now you're talking from an engineer ear.
Yeah,
So, you
but
know,
that's what I'm
yeah.
really a person. I'm an engineer and a producer and all that. So I know
Mm-hmm.
about all this, but I do not let people punch in. You like punch me in? No, take it from the top. We not punch. We do not punch in.
Take it from the tippy.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
the
I feel
tippy.
you.
Yeah, tip from the tippy top. We do not punch in. And I used to record people, and if you mess up 3 times, you gotta leave.
Oh, okay. So you want a tight chip. You want
Yeah,
a
because this is bread. Like, come on, you
yeah.
can't remember your rhyme. That's your only job is to remember your rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that, then you ain't ready for this. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens when you got to do a show? What happens when you got to do stuff? You got to know the rhyme. You got to know your cadence. You got to know your flow. You got to know when to pause. You got to know all that. Especially if it ain't like you walking in the studio and don't know the beat. If you already had the beat previously to that, you're supposed to have everything together. So when I used to record, I used to like my session to be like, we ain't got no time to play, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, and then you come from the era like I come from the era where studios used to be from 50 to like $150 an hour type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
So
Yeah.
so now these kids is getting lucky because they're able to do a lot of stuff in the house and get that sound. It wasn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
We had to go on them big boys and it was like 150 an hour, 125 an hour. So if you in there punching, yo, bring me back, nah, my nigga, you been on, that's a $125
Yeah.
and we doing everything independent. So it's a little different when you don't got that budget, like you said. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. Dream collaboration is who?
A dream collaboration.
Yeah, who would you love to
Um,
work with?
a dream collaboration, I would say that still would have to be um to be honest, like I said, from the era I'm coming from, I still it may sound a little different to like the newer artists or your newer people that listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
I still would say it would be KRS.
KRS probably could give you some fire in 2021. I didn't.
Yeah,
I was hoping you didn't really mention anybody else because I'm like I don't know if they gonna give you some fire in 2021.
yeah.
They might
Because
give you
once
something.
again, like I said, I'm a fan of this before I was an artist.
Got you.
So if I was to have to go back to a dream, my dream, I would definitely say yeah.
So you have 7 songs, and the name of the project is what?
It's called The First Coming Pandemic 2021.
So so the project is out, right?
Yeah.
Did they mess
I just dropped it. It's been out going on 2 months.
did they mess with you over that title?
So far they had nothing, but once again, that's just me.
Yeah, yeah.
I strive on being different, and I strive on striking nerves.
Got you.
So I already knew that name was gonna ruffle some feathers, and that's what I'm about. Like I'm not really one of the ones that kind of stick to the status quo per se. I'm one of the ones that I'm gonna come with my own agenda, and I'm about just awakening the people and giving them different perspectives and different choices. I'm not one that just gonna say you got to walk this line and that's that.
So,
No, you got different avenues, you got different ways to go about what you got to do.
so when you put a project together, I always wanted to know what artists do you say, because I remember back in the days you had to have a girl song, you had to have a almost like a hip hop reggae joint, a hip hop house joint, a hardcore joint. Do you still go by that motto when you create, and do you say, damn, well, this song sounds too much like this song, or so I can't use both of them? How do you put it together?
I still try to, and I'm gonna stress that word, try to kind of still cater to, you ain't gonna be able to cater to everybody, but I still try to give, different people and different, I'm not gonna say genres, but different fields and types. I still try to do that. Because meaning like once you come out with, once again, whether it be an EP, album, mixtape, whatever, you still gotta try to not really please everybody, but almost have something for everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, meaning like, if you just say this whole album gonna be versus the streets, I mean for the streets, it's gonna be kind of a hard sell. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, everybody might just want to hear all of that strictly street stuff. So without conforming or bending what you do too much, I still feel like you still gotta, dibble and dabble and still give everybody a little something. But still stay in the course of what you do though.
Reason why I'm asking you that is because you have a title that I would think I'm going to know what I'm about to hear based off your music. Is your based off the title of your project, is it a theme to the album, or is still just songs?
Well, this one perspective, I mean, this one is really just it's really not a theme, like meaning like I didn't really have no particular songs like dwelling towards like the pandemic part of it. Because me being that this is my first project, I kind of didn't want to like I didn't want to, how you say, I didn't want to like
pigeonhole yourself where you think that
so like I wanted, like, to be honest, I'm glad you asked that. The title is just to grab people.
Got you. Okay.
Now meaning like I would say, because once again this is my first project, to put out there. So I wouldn't come out with like what they call sometimes like a deluxe version where I may have something directly going to that. So the title is really to grab people in. So this one well, from that question I take it like that's like basically like saying like that's like what I will call like a concept album.
Got exactly. Like exactly.
Yeah. So no, this is not really like a concept album per se. No.
Got you. So what's before we go, what is your tempo? What tempo you like?
When you say tempo, far as like
beat tempo, because some people like the fast joint, some people like the mid.
Oh no, I'm more mid tempo.
Okay.
I'm more of a mid tempo type dude.
Do lyrics matter still?
To me they do, but to the audience it's kind of like a finicky situation, because like more or less a lot of these people listen to music now, they more like just on the hook and the beat.
I think Jadakiss just changed that though. I think Jadakiss just made
definitely.
I think Jadakiss just made. So what's all your social media so they know how to get in contact with you?
On Instagram, my social is FLM Brooklyn. That's all one word. On Twitter, it's FLM everywhere. Facebook is Fully Loaded Mac. That's spelled FULLYLOADEDMAK. And once again, when you go to Spotify, Apple Music, just put in FLM.
Do you have YouTube? Do you have anything on YouTube?
Not so much YouTube yet.
So you have no visuals out yet.
No, I don't have no visuals yet.
Got work.
Not
We
yet.
got to work on the videos, man. We in
Oh
the
no,
visual world.
that's definite.
Okay.
That's definite. So that's definitely gonna be my next situation that I'm gonna have.
What's your main contact? Is it Twitter?
My main contact is Instagram. No, not Instagram. Instagram.
I meant Instagram. I was thinking
Yeah,
Instagram.
the
You said
FLM
Twitter.
Brooklyn.
The FLM Brooklyn. All right.
Yeah,
So
because once you go there, I got the link in the bio, and you could catch everything right there. It'll direct you to everything.
got you. So anybody you want to shout before we go?
First and foremost, I want to shout out to S Films, who did this banner for me.
Okay.
Also want to shout out, like I said, Barinkin Plaza Projects, Bushwick. I got to shout out Brownsville, Amboy Street, all my Anglo people.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Said Amboy. I'm not going to Amboy.
Yeah, well, you know, that's what it is. Bessie had Park to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know that right there. A couple of my other people, Smiz the Money Kid, Villa Dawn, P Bombay. Also shout out to DR Period. That's the people. Shout out to Dad Prez.
Oh, you say DR Period? I mean? That's the big homie of all the big homies.
That's definitely, man.
That's that Brownsville sound for real.
Yeah, for definitely. Yeah, that's why when I was hitting you up, you know, to your other show, I'm like, you know, you gotta get DR on, man.
No, that's listen.
He
is
one of the most underrated producers in hip hop, man.
No,
it's like
I won't say
everybody out of Brownsville had to come through him.
Look,
we were signed to him too. Also, yeah, salute to Rock Boy Records. Rock Boy G, salute to them too, man.
I wouldn't say DR Period is underrated. I would say that he just doesn't get his just due. They know he got heat, but he just didn't. But you know, again, you know what? You going? Nah, I need DR Period. I need DR Period.
Definitely, man.
I need DR especially for my beat maker show. That's definitely what. I need
definitely, man. Definitely, man.
All right, bro. So I want to thank you for joining me today. You know,
thank you for having me too, man.
FLM Brooklyn on Instagram, FLM on all streaming platforms, and also this is the name of the group again.
The name of the group is Ghetto Mentality, but we also go by Ghetto Men.
Ghetto Mentality. So just look up everything, and also you could just go to his Instagram, which will be in the description below. Go to his Instagram, and you'll get all the links to everything right there.
Oh, can I give one more shout out?
Go ahead.
I want to shout out to the hip hop Universal Museum.
Okay, where the hell is that at?
That's going to be in the Bronx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're going to be opening up because I have a song. I have a song called Hip Hop Run the World. That's on their Spotify playlist. Oh, so they showing me some love too. So I had to shout them out too.
Dope. All right, bro. So thank you for coming through. I'll holler at you later on.
Peace and love.
Peace. Hey, you want to be a part of the next wave? Then hit me up at info@doggiediamondstv.com. That's right, email info@doggiediamondstv.com. Let's see if you got what it takes.